Good evening. With the stories affecting Dominica, the region, and the world, this is EmoNews for August 24, 2026, and I am your presenter, Anna Gordon. In the headlines this evening, police investigate death of 57-year-old man at Kalibishi. Sirama Festival delivers high-quality Calypso showcase in New York. Landfill collapse kills at least 30 in Guinea. House fire leaves man homeless in Barbados. Human-caused wildfire forces 42,000 to evacuate in Nevada. Southeast FC end Dubla's unbeaten run with 2-1 victory. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the details of these stories and more.
Yo. Let me call Serena to find out if lights go by them.
Hey,
Yo, what's up?
quite good.
You good? Though I'm annoyed. Lights over by you then.
Let's go. I wouldn't know. I on solar, you know.
What? You serious? When that happened there?
Yes, I got the alternative energy loan from NCCU.
No.
Yeah, you should look into that.
Yeah, I will. I'll check it out.
Yeah. All right, I gotta charge my phone.
Okay, do your thing. And look, my phone dying, you know. Share the phone died.
First up in local news this evening, the American Canadian School of Medicine, ACSOM, is expanding its international reach with new partnerships with 3 Canadian universities, creating accelerated pathways for students pursuing medical degrees. ACSOM President Carrie James says agreements have been signed with the University of Waterloo, the University of Windsor, and St. Mary's University in Halifax. The partnership with Waterloo establishes a 3+4 pathway, allowing students to spend their final undergraduate year in Dominica while beginning the MD program. The arrangement reduces the traditional 8-way pathway from high school through medical school to 7 years.
As recently as yesterday, we've signed 3 agreements with different Canadian universities. For instance, the University of Waterloo, not just one of the best universities in Canada, but actually is recognized as one of the best engineering schools in the world. We have a 3+4 program with the University of Waterloo now, which is wonderful. What does that mean? That means that during their last year of university, before a student would earn their honors bachelor's degree, they can actually spend, in effect, their senior year here in Dominica, enrolled as a student at American Canadian School of Medicine in our MD program. Their first year here on our campus counts as their final year back at the University of Waterloo. Now, what a wonderful thing. We're making it a shorter period of time to go from high school through university and through medical school. We've shortened that from the 8 years that's typical in North America down to 7 years for students that are going to Waterloo.
A 2+4 program with the University of Windsor offers an even shorter 6-year pathway to an MD.
Just last month, an agreement with the University of Windsor. That is a 2+4 program. And so this is going to allow students to spend 2 years at the University of Windsor and then 4 years with American Canadian School of Medicine. Right? So in the case of Windsor students, we're shortening that pathway from high school through to their MD to just 6 years. And so the Windsor, of course, is right across the border from Detroit. And in that part of Ontario, it's going to be, I think, actually across Canada, that's going to be a very popular program. And just yesterday, our new dean, Dr. King, and myself signed an agreement with St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is an elite liberal arts, smaller university in Nova Scotia. And so we have several fine examples of the relationships that we're building.
The new partnerships are already attracting Canadian students. James says 10 Canadians enrolled at AXUM in August, including 4 from the University of Waterloo. The school now has 151 students, with approximately 110 based in Dominica and the remainder in the United States completing clinical training or preparing for licensing examinations. AXUM is also strengthening its clinical network in the United States, including partnerships with Desert Regional Medical Center and Trinity Health in Philadelphia. James says the institution is working to ensure continuity between the first 2 years of medical education in Dominica and the clinical years in the United States, while exploring opportunities to establish clinical training sites in Canada. AXUM is also boasting a 100% increase in enrollment over its 3 years in operation. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of 57-year-old Aaron Lewis of Woodford Hill, who resided in Calibishi.
The lifeless body of Aaron Lewis, male 57-year-old of Woodford Hill, who resided at Calibishi, was found and recovered at sea in the shallow waters along the shore in the Calibishi Bay about 8 a.m. on Saturday, the 22nd day of August 2026. Aaron Lewis was pronounced dead at the scene, and his body is being kept at a funeral home pending an autopsy. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force investigates the circumstances surrounding the death of Aaron Lewis and extends its sincere condolences to the family of the deceased.
And in other police-related news, the police have confirmed that another police officer has been arrested on suspicion of perverting the course of justice in connection with the ongoing Jebiah Paul investigation. Investigations into the matter are continuing. Perverting the course of justice generally refers to deliberately interfering with a police investigation or the legal process. This may include hiding or destroying evidence, providing false or misleading information, intimidating witnesses, or helping someone evade investigators. An arrest on suspicion of the offense does not mean the individual has been convicted or found guilty. It means police suspect an offense may have occurred and are investigating the matter further. The Sea-Rama Festival brought an impressive night of calypso to South Ozone Park, New York, on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring several veteran and celebrated calypsonians. Although the event did not attract a huge crowd, the quality of the performances remained high, with patrons enthusiastically enjoying the entertainment throughout the night. One of the special moments of the evening came when veteran calypsonian King Rabbit, who has been singing for more than 46 years, was recognized with an award by the organizers for his contribution to the art form. EmoNews caught up with King Rabbit following his performance.
Receive an award tonight. How does it feel?
Alex, good. It feels good. It was long awaited and just a surprise. I had no clue. It's good to know that I'm recognized.
You continue to perform on the stage, and
tried. I'm glad I still have it. You know, it's how many years? It's 40-something years, and I'm still there. You know, yeah, I'm good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Also taking the stage was King Hunter, who recently returned to Calypso after taking a 5-year break. Hunter said he was delighted to be back on stage and performing for his fans in New York.
How does it feel to be back here performing?
At the Sea-Rama, fantastic. I really had fun. This reminded me of the days of old, and it makes me feel like coming back in live competition. But it was really, really fun. The backup band, oh my goodness, sounded good, sharp. It was so nice to see everybody having a good time. The people were singing, dancing, and it was like, we were not so many numbers, but we sounded like 5,000 people in a small hall. You know, it is very, very nice. You know, the energy, the vibe, the togetherness, and I really enjoyed the evening.
10-time Calypso monarch Denison Dice Joseph once again demonstrated why he remains a crowd favorite. Dice delivered an energetic and impressive performance that was well received by patrons. The final performance of the night came from reigning Calypso King Daddy Chess, who brought the curtains down on the Sirama Festival with another strong performance. The event also featured Tasha, DJ Lolo, and other entertainers, with music backed by the Sirama All-Stars. Despite the modest turnout, the Sirama Festival delivered a high-quality production and an enjoyable night for Calypso lovers in New York. A fatal accident at Kenfield earlier today left one man dead. Unconfirmed reports suggest that the deceased is a Haitian national who operated a mechanic shop in Fokole. EmoNews will provide further updates when official details become available from the police. And finally, in tonight's local news, a celebration service was held last evening at the Word Revival Church in Wesley in honor of Miranda Honore and her 51 years of dedicated service in early childhood education at the Word Revival Preschool. For more than 5 decades, Honore has taught, guided, and cared for generations of young children, leaving an enduring mark on families in Wesley and beyond. Former students say her influence has remained with them long after leaving her classroom.
Happy retirement to Teacher Miranda. 5 decades of patience, thousands of ABCs, songs and stories read aloud, lots of screaming and kicking, but somehow you kept going. Teaching, caring, guiding, and welcoming little ones for over 50 incredible years. Just imagine the lives you've touched, the little hands you held, the tears you've wiped, the smiles you created, and the children who grew up still remembering you. After 51 years, you have certainly earned your rest.
The parliamentary representative for Wesley, Honorable Fidel Grant, also thanked Honore for her contribution to the community, saying her legacy will live on through the generations she served.
Pastor Victor, I think in your list of professions you listed out earlier, you left out that Teacher Miranda also taught and turned students into government ministers. So on behalf of the community of Wesley, let me extend a heartfelt thank you to Teacher Miranda for 51 years of service. Teacher Miranda is retiring, but I think her legacy will live on. In the community of Wesley, for most of us, we know that when you have children, they often reap your reward. So very often, we hear persons say, boy, because of your mother. Because of your mother. And Teacher Miranda, I rest assured that your children have a legacy that will follow them for quite some time.
The parliamentary representative noted that even as former students grew into adults, Honoré continued to see them as her students, maintaining the special bond created in the classroom. For Honoré's children, the celebration was an opportunity to recognize the woman behind the educator. Her daughter, Jewel Honoré, speaking on behalf of the family, said they witnessed firsthand the dedication, sacrifice, strength, and love that defined their mother's life.
People are publicly recognized for their hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and service to others. Too often, people spend their lives pointing to others without receiving the recognition they truly deserve. So, to the organizers, we say thank you for recognizing our mother and for giving her these flowers while she can still hold them, smell them, and see them. We truly appreciate you all. Mom, as your children, we have had the privilege of seeing the woman behind the work. We see your dedication, we see your sacrifice. You taught us that hard work matters, that kindness matters, that respect matters, and that when you commit yourself to something, you must always give your best. Sorry. You taught us many of these lessons without ever having to sit us down to explain them. We learned by just looking at you. Mom is truly a role model.
The family expressed gratitude for the opportunity to give Honoré her flowers while she is still here to receive them, describing her as not only a teacher and educator, but also a mother, grandmother, mentor, friend, and woman of faith. Honoré was also presented with a plaque by the Wesley Village Council, among other gifts in recognition of her years of dedicated service. After 51 years of nurturing young minds, Miranda Honoré now enters retirement with the appreciation of her family, former students, and the wider Wesley community. A community that says her lessons and legacy will continue for generations to come. And that's all the local news for this evening. We'll be right back with regional news.
Tico, that's $800. Cash or card?
When cash is low, Tico is still ready.
Always card, Chalo. Would you like a copy of the receipt?
No, Chalo. NBD already sent me the alert and I'll see it on Mo Banking later. That is it. From card to farm. Power your business with the NBD Small Business Credit Card. Your partner, your bank.
Hi, loves.
Hi, loves.
Little Loves is turning 5.
That's right. We're celebrating 5 years of serving you. Your ultimate baby essentials store for babies, toddlers, young children, and mom and dad too. From Monday 24th August to the 31st, look out for some wonderful treats in store. Little Loves will be giving back to all our valued customers. Big discounts on all your favorite brands of baby products, clothing, back-to-school supplies, toys, and more. Also, look out for the launch of our customer loyalty program. Your favorite baby store is celebrating, and you are invited. Join us on 40 Independence Street in Roseau for 1 week of amazing shopping.
Happy birthday, Little Loves!
A man has been left without a home following a house fire at Churchview, St. John, Barbados. The Barbados Fire Service responded to the blaze and carried out operations at the scene. Member of Parliament for St. John, Charles Griffith, was also present following the incident. The extent of the damage and the cause of the fire have not yet been disclosed. And in Antigua, the Ministry of Social and Urban Transformation will host a National Child Protection Town Hall meeting on Thursday, August 25th, aimed at strengthening efforts to protect children and support families. The meeting being held under the message, "Every child in every community deserves safety," will take place at the John E. St. Louis Finance and Conference Center from 6:30 p.m. The panel will include Social and Urban Transformation Minister Rodon Turner, along with professionals from social services, psychology, law enforcement, education, healthcare, and the justice system. Organizers say the diverse panel will facilitate a wide-ranging discussion on the challenges affecting children and families and explore ways of building safer communities across Antigua and Barbuda. Members of the public are being encouraged to attend and participate in the national conversation. And that's all the original news for this evening. We'll be right back with international news.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive Jackpot.
Going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Internationally, at least 30 people have been killed after a massive heap of rubbish collapsed at a landfill in Conakry, Guinea, following heavy overnight rains. The disaster occurred shortly after 2 a.m. on Sunday at the Dar es Salaam open-air dump, where tons of waste came crashing down on nearby makeshift homes. Rescue teams used excavators and shovels to search through the debris for survivors. At least 6 people were critically injured and taken to the hospital, while several homes were destroyed. The landfill, which serves Conakry's population of about 2 million people, had reportedly been scheduled for closure on the same day. Authorities say residents had previously received eviction notices, and efforts will now be made to relocate the remaining families from the area. Search and recovery operations have continued following the deadly collapse. A fast-moving wildfire near Reno, Nevada, has forced approximately 42,000 people to evacuate, while another 45,000 residents have been placed under evacuation warnings. The blaze, known as the Hawk Fire, began on Saturday and spread rapidly amid strong winds and dry conditions, burning thousands of acres and destroying a number of structures. At least 6 people have been injured, including 3 civilians and 3 first responders. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo has declared a state of emergency in Washoe County, with National Guard personnel deployed to assist. Authorities say preliminary investigations indicate the wildfire was human-caused, but exactly how it started remains under investigation. Firefighters continue battling the blaze as authorities urge residents in affected areas to follow evacuation orders. And finally, in international news, at least 13 firefighters and residents were injured following a powerful explosion at a waste collection site in Tainan, Taiwan. The explosion occurred while firefighters were carrying out operations at the site, resulting in injuries to emergency personnel and nearby residents. Those injured were taken for medical treatment as authorities launched an investigation into the cause of the blast. The incident occurred on Sunday, August 23, 2026. And that's all the international news. We'll be right back with sports.
When all seemed lost, forest fell, courts went silent, but Dominica knows how to rise. From the earth, life returned, stronger, greener, resilient. Commerce returned, doors reopened. It's the courage of the people, the vast wonders of our island, the synergy, the resilience. opponent, one batter at a time. Every serve is a challenge. Every rally is a battle. Every point earned. An island that learned to rise, now play to win. This is the Nature Isle Open Tennis Tournament, where resilience meets rivalry.
First up in sports news, St. Lucia's sprint star Julian Alfred has delivered another strong performance on the international stage, securing second place in the women's 100 meters at the Wonder Diamond League in Cilicia. Competing against some of the world's leading sprinters, Alfred once again demonstrated her consistency at the highest level of international athletics. Her latest podium finish adds to an impressive string of performances and continues to inspire young athletes across St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean. Alfred's success on the global stage remains a source of pride for St. Lucia as she continues to fly the country's flag among the world's elite sprinters. In football news, Goodwill Runners produced an impressive performance in Friday night's DFA Women's Premier League, defeating Maho Soccer Strikettes 5-1 at the DFA Technical Center. Alian George led the charge for the Runners, scoring twice in the commanding victory. Her outstanding performance earned her the Woman of the Match award as Goodwill Runners secured another convincing result in the Women's Premier League. And the Southeast brought Dubla's long unbeaten run to an end with a hard-fought 2-1 victory in the DFA Premier League. Southeast delivered a strong performance to secure the important 3 points and hand Dubla a rare defeat in its season's competition. Dante Newton was outstanding for Southeast and was named man of the match for his contribution to the victory. The result adds further excitement to the race in the DFA Premier League. Mitchell Starc produced a devastating bowling performance as Australia defeated Bangladesh by an innings and 51 runs in the second test in Mackay. Starc claimed 10 wickets for 51 runs in the match, including 6 wickets in the first innings and 4 in the second, earning him man of the match honours. Bangladesh were bowled out for just 64 in their first innings before Australia responded with 210, led by Cameron Green's 67. The visitors struggled again in their second innings, collapsing for 95, with Starc, Pat Cummins and Nathan Lyon leading Australia's attack. Bangladesh's Shariful Islam produced an outstanding performance, taking 7 wickets for 48 runs, the best figures by a Bangladeshi bowler in an away test. Australia's commanding victory came after Bangladesh stunned the hosts with a 9-wicket win in the opening test. The 2-match series therefore ended 1-1. And finally, in tonight's sports news, several SC Camber supporters suffered injuries after fireworks were thrown during their Dutch League match against Feyenoord on Sunday. The match in Leeuwarden was suspended for approximately 20 minutes after Feyenoord supporters lit flares and threw fireworks, some towards sections occupied by Camber fans. SC Camber confirmed that 5 supporters were injured, suffering burns, hearing damage, and eye injuries. 1 firework also exploded on the pitch, just meters away from Feyenoord goalkeeper Tijak Ernst, who managed to avoid being struck. The match eventually resumed with Feyenoord winning 5-2. However, officials said the game would have been abandoned had a player or match official been hit. SC Camber and Feyenoord have condemned the incident, while local authorities have promised an investigation. The Dutch Football Association says it will review its protocols for dealing with disorder and fireworks at matches. And that's all for tonight's sports news. We'll be right back with the weather report. This has been Emo Nightly News for August 24, 2026. I am your presenter, Suana Gordon. I'll be back with you tomorrow to bring you more details of news shaping Dominica, the region, and the world. Do have a lovely evening. Goodbye.